are just some things in life that should never change, which is why every Tuesday we always play on a map known as Alcatraz. And today the game really wants me to go maybe for the top bonus or who knows what, but we will see. There is some potential. Green goes here, purple goes here, and some hilarity could ensue. But this is what we are doing today. This is Alcatraz, and we're doing progressive capitals with fog and blizzards and alliances because I have found there is a good chance that a lot of these games do end up stalemating, but by putting alliances on, very often I find that the games just don't stalemate as much. Just kidding. Thumbs down to you. You're a center capping grandmaster. You are a bane on the entire existence of this game. Yeah, thumbs up is the way. Okay, he's not a heart gamer. He's a center capping heart gamer. Oh my gosh, look at these caps. Now I kind of wish I was in the center just so we can put them all in. All right, well, it's over. Just kidding. Alcatraz is a draw. It's just straight up a draw. What is this, man? How about an alliance? Okay, so center cappers that accept alliances. All right. All right, we're gonna be here for a long one. Yep, thumbs up to you, purple player. Yeah, thanks, bro. All right, well, looks like the game is a stalemate. All right, whatever. A lot of center cappers today. Just an awful lot of center cap gameplay. Really tough stuff here. Really tough stuff. Well, I'm not going in the middle. All right, I'm going down here. All right, let's see if we can have a fun and interesting game. I'm going to go down here with these guys and fight for the idiot stuff, and then you two people can figure out if somebody's getting the bonus or if you guys are all going to take cards and pass in the middle. But let's see what we got going on. So black is going noob corner. All right, so there's some chance we can go for the noob corner because black is all off capital right now. So it's possible. Pink wants an alliance, not yet. Valhalla is all off cap, and I might get enough to be able to get through it. Red is a center capper, so he takes a card and he passes. Yeah, this is going to be gross. All right, General Kaplan. All right, cool. Take card, maximize number of troops on cap. Yep, okay, good. Don't, go in and fight black. That would be a noob kind of idea. Let's see what purple has in store for us. They got a capital. They already have a 4v1. Okay, they might not be a grandmaster. Grandmaster play is just take card exterior. But, okay, that works as well. Everybody's staying open to the noob corner because they all know what I'm about to do. Pink must know where I am. Joe the Shadow. Because they're not coming to get me right away. They're not going for this bonus turn one. I think Pink can see my position. All right, so there's only one noob here today, and I guess it's me. All right, I guess I'm the noob. Let's do it. Somebody needs a bonus. Why not me? All right, perfect. All right, we'll put these guys back here in case people want to roll out. All right, so everybody here is a grandmaster. We're here for a long game. The only way to beat all these players is going to be if we somehow magically snowball. Black thought he could get all the way around. He now realizes that there's green there. Okay, fine. So if these guys are, grandmasters, we're going to be able to get this noob corner. And I'm suspecting black's about to hit that button, man. He's about to hit the button. Valhalla. He went all off cap without considering that blue. He's like, oh, God, I bet blue's like a center cap grandmaster. But no, we sent you back to Valhalla today. We're going to be going for the noob corner in today's episode. All thanks to black not defending. So pink wants an alliance. Now, what we could do some pretty interesting things. I think the spiciest thing is to... Oh, Pink doesn't want to be my ally. Oh, I thought Pink sent me an alliance. Was I wrong? Was it the wrong person? I want to maybe give this to Pink. You know what? I got some ideas. I'm kind of wild. I'm actually kind of wild. I think I got some crazy ideas. So I'm thinking all three of these players are here for a long, boring game. So I think one thing that could be interesting would be, okay, because red just removed all of the pink exterior. One thing that could be interesting is to insanely give all of this to pink. Just give literally this entire position to pink and then let pink fight red. I think that might be the play. I think I'm going to give pink my capital completely because I think it's really funny. All right, I got some funny ideas. I don't know if they're any good, but I got some funny ones. So pink has accepted my alliance. I think we should fight red together. ultimately giving pink this position, hopefully fast enough that we can crush these center cappers in time. So pink removes the, pink removes me from there. So I need to get this bonus, because I need a little bit more guards down here. I need to get this bonus, but then I'm actually going to get out of pink's way. And then they can have this entire position. I think that's the game plan. So we go pop, and we go pop, and then we bring these guys down. And because everybody here is a Grandmaster, we get to hold the noob corner. So none of these guys are going to mess with us because they're alliance-accepting, center-capping Grandmasters. But now, we actually let pink have this entire position by posting up a bunch of troops here and then letting pink have it. I think that's the play. I think we're going to be insanely, unnaturally friendly with pink. Because we got to defeat these players that play like this. And the only way is if we get strong enough, fast enough. You know what I mean? So that's going to be my game plan. So I'm going to give pink this entire position. In doing it, it might end up going to red. But I'm going to give this entire position to pink. So that they can fight red. And then if they end up infinitely trading in here with red in some long endgame, we have done something wrong. But I think it's the spiciest thing to do. So I got 2 caps. I don't really need to. People are going to hate that plan. It's too out of this world. People are like, they're center cappers. They're not doing anything wrong. Just leave them alone. You guys are so right and mature for it, though. I know I got the voices in the back of my head being like, you can't. Like, these guys don't care. They're not going to come try to, like, fight me. These guys are here for a long one. Okay. So we'll see what purple comes up with. I think I'm going for it. I wonder if purple thinks this is their bonus. We might have to fight a purple player here. Oh my god, they might think it's their bonus. A double attack? What a noob. So green is the problem. So what we also need to do, another thing to do is to something card block green. Card blocking green is going to be the funniest. So I would need like a point here, a point here, a point here. I think we can fight this center capping player. So let's do it like this. Establish that we're a noob. And then let's get out of pink's way. And let's go hit this guy. Attack my territory if you need to. I think that's the play, honestly. So if red doesn't go in there and figure it out, black is a bot. Red doesn't, or red has access, but we're not their ally. I'm gonna let pink have it, and then I want to fight these center cappers. So pink, I'm gonna do everything I can to help you get this bonus and defeat red. And then what I would like in return is that in this endgame, we destroy these center capping grandmasters. What do you say? Because green thinks they have an unbeatable strategy. Oh, I get it. They're the hound. Oh my god. They think they're a hound and they're gonna out fox a chicken. I get it. You're a hound. I'm a chicken. I get it. Okay. Well, maybe today the chicken takes down the dog. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, man. I think the goal here is this center capper. This player is like going for a bonus and just hasn't been able yet. But this is the stereotypical. I'm gonna rank up by just taking cards in the center, and then at the end of the game, anybody that took a bonus, I'm gonna mess them up. You know what I mean? So that's what's going on. That's what's going on with this guy. He's cap stacking, which people think is an unbeatable strategy, but maybe it's just because people literally never try to beat it. Well, today I'm going to. I have a bonus and you don't. I'm gonna try to get green card blocked here, and I'm gonna see if we can take down a center capper, because I mean, I know people take a lot of issue with it. They say, like, you know, you shouldn't fight the center cappers. They're doing nothing wrong. But really what happens is if you ever have a bonus and you don't play like it, they don't take it. That's crazy. Them not taking it is pretty funny. But then they just mess with you, man. It's crazy stuff. Yeah, I'm doing weird novice stuff. Don't worry about much of that. Okay, don't worry about all of that. That's just setting up to card block green. All right, don't worry about any of that. Rest of the world, that's just all normal stuff. Pink didn't take, which is really crazy to me. Pink not taking is really funny. But like, in my personal opinion, green has a very long-term strategy of not offending anybody, taking cards, making the game go really deep into the game, you know, make it go an hour. Like, green's strategy doesn't start until we're 1 to 2 hours deep into the game. And it's at that moment that he's going to, like, you know, all of a sudden set up a block on somebody. Like, so it is kind of an aggressive act, taking the center and then just taking a card and passing. But you don't see, like, the aggression from him until you're already card blocked and it's too late. I don't know if that makes sense. I think a lot of people understand what this center cap strategy is really based on. And most people don't do anything to fight against it. Which is why I think it just simply needs, we need to fight against it. You know what I mean? So I'm going to make it just blatantly obvious that I'm fighting the center capper. Because I don't like his strategy. I think his strategy is anti-blue. It's just anti-bonus player in general. So I think we're going to get a block here, and then eventually like a block here. And then hopefully purple is not the gross center capper that feeds green cards. If once green gets card blocked, purple starts giving them cards. This is just going to be disgusting. So let's see where pink decides to get a card here. I'm assuming they take the bonus. Why not? But maybe they want me in. Maybe they're going to trade with me or something crazy. Maybe they don't. Maybe they want me in there. Okay, so they do take my capital. Okay, fine. So they're not taking the bonus, though. It's so weird. Okay, very, very, very strange. I am not hiding my intentions at all. I am trying to one day card block green. So I'm removing green from here. I don't really care if he knows. What did he say? I don't know what he said, but yeah, thumbs up to you or whatever you said. You probably said thumbs up. You're playing great. Nobody in this world is doing enough to fight against center cappers, and I'm glad that there's a hero out there willing to take us to school. I'm assuming that's what he said. I don't know what he said. He probably said thumbs down, right? I don't know. Probably doesn't like the way I'm playing, but that's all right. We're going to war with green. Based on the strategy that he's using, I think this is the only way to maybe destroy his strategy. Red is doing the same. So red is also card and passing, but the way we're going to try to defeat red is let pink get insanely big. Pink is doing it very slow, which I hate. He's going to get a card here on the 3, I'm pretty sure. And then, you know, he's going to have to come mess with us. Oh, he's doing a 6-on-6? Oh, sorry. Thought you were a Grandmaster. He willingly buries himself in. What a noob. So we're going to obviously... He just card blocked. Ah, I did it, man. Round number 6. And we're going to have a center capper card blocked. Like, that's crazy. Oh, that's so amazing. I card blocked a center capper on round number 3. Now, maybe he has... Oh, purple's taking the bonus. Sure. Okay, cool. So as long as purple doesn't give green cards, it's going to work. I'm going to card block a center capper. Let's go. All right, so pink, I guess, is going to actually take this bonus now. There is an elimination on black, but if pink takes the kill on black, they're stuck behind red forever. So I honestly think pink probably did this, like, very badly. Okay, but they are going to try to kill black here for another trade. But the red cap is going to be big. 36, I would say. 36. So they do get this kill, but they're not strong enough to go through red. So if anything, they might have just lost themselves the game by not taking this fast enough. They could have had 2 or 3 more turns of getting the +6, but they didn't go for it. And now what, you're going to turn in and slam? That's not going to make a lot of sense. So if you give this player this cap, this is what they end up doing with it. I wonder if they're going to wait a turn because, you know, it's not going to work well. I mean, if they slam it, maybe I can kill red. That'd be cool. I don't know what they're doing here. 52 on 36. Let's see if they go for it. Oh my God. They're going to go for it. Wait, that's amazing. That's amazing if they go for it. All right. They don't take it. Okay, the odds are obviously, like, pretty bad. But now red should be able to, like, defend against you. Okay, got to put a couple on your capitals. Alrighty. Trades are for 20. Let's just put some numbers here. Some very anti-green numbers everywhere. Perfect. And then we'll see. Hopefully nobody gives green a card. We've done it. I have card blocked a center capper on it was round number 6 when I did it. Round number 6. So hopefully red gets a card here. If red gets a card anywhere else, it just means they're trying to help green. But I'm interested to see how this guy gets out. Now, we also need purple getting a card here. When this guy went in the center, he did not expect it. He accepts the card block. Crazy. Well, it might be, is it because he asked purple for a card? Purple gets a card on this side. Amazing. It's all coming to plan. Yes. He might have a trade on 3. I think that's the only reason that he would actually sit there and accept the block. Wow. We card blocked him. He's probably a grandmaster. Okay, he's not giving anybody else cards, but I'll give red a card right here. Okay. It's weird gameplay by purple, but purple players are just mysterious. Okay. So if pink has a turn in, they might do the unthinkable, slam into red here. I think we actually want like this really big. We want one really big stack over here, just in case something actually goes down. Now we do have a trade. No, okay, wait, here's how we do it. This is gonna be my big stack right there. And we got him blocked. This is amazing. He had one strategy that like always wins the game, except for this time when it didn't win the game. So I don't think pink ever gets big enough to roll red now. So if anything, eventually red gets big enough to kill pink. It just takes a while. And green is stuck. They probably were asking purple for a card. If purple ever gives green a card, it's just over. We have to just try to kill purple somehow, impossibly. Purple ever gives green a card, we just like full send purple and just hope for the best. Because that would be really disgusting. But otherwise, everything is working. This is not how this normally works. So most people think it's like impossible to punish the center cap strategy, which again is just a really long-term strategy where they're going to try to mess with people that took a bonus, but like in hours time. They make you wait for hours and then they try to like crush you. So I think this is working amazingly well. And pink is giving up on this. So at some point, what often happens is you go, okay, I can't roll it. So they're going to go back and play this, well, they're not giving red a card, but they're also not stacking on him. I don't know. All weird, of course. But we have green completely surrounded. We should be a little bit cautious that, I don't know, purple, who is a bonus player, doesn't get strong enough that they can steal this. I don't think so. I mean, they're going to get a lot. We should probably add a couple here to the capital. But cool. 2 players here are card blocked. I will get strong enough to kill green. It might not even be that long, because we're out generating them and the trades are already for 30. This might just be an example of a center capper just losing a game. But we have to be careful. The thing about the new dice fix is that when we hit a 50 cap, we expect to lose like 80 to 50, you know what I mean? Like we expect to lose 80 to 100 troops like every time. So the caps are a lot more consistent. So it makes making eliminations on people on capitals a lot harder. So for anybody that's just kind of like mind-numbingly sitting there, they can actually waste more time now than they could previously. But so every troop that green uses that is not on cap is very good for me. Because anything not on cap means it's a lot more likely that I'll be able to eventually destroy him. So let's see what purple does here. Hopefully purple just gets a card. So what I'm saying is, as soon as I can kill green, I have to expect I'm going to lose like 100 troops or whatever. I need to be a little bit cautious that after I kill green, there's nothing, I'm not susceptible to some immediate attack. So purple is just chilling. I don't know if I'm explaining things right, but I feel like the plan is working out really well. What could backfire is pink pulling off, and then in some endgame, these guys trading in here. That'll be our next problem to solve. But yeah, okay, so pink gives up. Pink is no longer threatening them over there. Let's actually put like 30 on this capital. Enough here that this blocks. And then I'm going to keep the rest here just in case anything actually pops off. Not going for green yet, but, you know, on the next set of trades, maybe. If I work my way back up to 5 and he's still on 3, I think we're going to go for it on the next set of trades. I could even do it now. I don't think green is secretly hiding a trade in. And just because I know I'm going to lose 100 troops hitting into this, I'm going to wait until I get 5 cards. So I'm going to go to 5, and then I'm going to try to eliminate green. And then it's actually like we possibly prevented the #1 cause of stalemates in the game. If I get green off, we might actually be able to progress a game of Alcatraz that would otherwise be a nightmare. Because, you know, if you play a lot of Alcatraz regularly, you might know a lot about this strategy. It's very popular. Take a card in the center. This is the best way to rank up. That's what they want you to think. You take a card in the center, and then you wait a couple hours, and then all these noobs have bonuses, and they're easy to block. Well, today, the noob turned the table, and you're the one that might end up getting blocked. I do think I need to add to my cap, though. So let's go ahead and do some of that. Make this nice and big. Take a 5th card, and then eliminate green. And if anything, maybe purple goes for it first. I don't think so. But why be a center capper when you can be a double center capper? You know what I mean? Purple is also open to Psycho red elimination. I don't think they're that big, or I don't think they're going to do that, but imagine they went Psycho for red here or something. I don't think so. If you got a trade, buddy, you got one more turn to use it. But it looks like they're just adding. So now I got to assume I'm going to lose like 120 when I slam this. So I am going to set up for it and then try to get this cap and then work with this end game here. And then hopefully somebody here wants to help progress the game once we get to that position. And hopefully we can just keep a relatively good flow of game progression going. Because at the end of the day, that is, I guess, kind of what we're trying to do. We're just trying to keep the game flowing and progressing all the way through. So anybody that wants to play a slower game and use a strategy designed to make the game take a very long time, I want to get them out of the game first, so that I can work on progressing the game with people that are here to play a bit more strategical rather than sitting there doing nothing game style. I hope that makes sense. I hope it's clear. Because a lot of people always have issue when you fight a center capper that are going to say, in Green's defense, Green did nothing wrong. He was just being friendly. He would have, you know, well, he would have worked with you for hours and hours. But for my money, you got to get these players out of the game. Very few people are trying to punish these players. And I think even though it's been like the Alcatraz meta way of playing the game for so long, people just don't see this kind of player as a threat. You know what I mean? Well, I don't know if it's even there, but what are the odds? Oh, odds are great. Now, because of the new cap thing, I'm so weak now, right? Like, so all of a sudden I'm pretty crazy weak with it. But we'll see if this holds up. Let's do something like that. I'm gonna keep the center cap more defended. Maybe red runs and does some noob corner stuff. I don't know. But you lose so much now hitting caps. So this is now like a riskier play. So I lose 98, which is like the normal now. It's actually probably a good roll for all things considered with the new cap rolls. So the new cap rolls make it a little bit more difficult to make plays like this. It requires a little bit more patience on my end because I'm not going to get like a broken roll. But let's do this. So now the new problem with this game progressing is pink. So red has an infinite trade with pink. So if this game goes on for a very, very, very long time, eventually red will start turning around and actually trading with pink and winning any 1v1. So the problem with the game progressing now is red. And we kind of need to wait for red to kill... I guess we need to wait for red to kill pink? Taking a card and passing like that's the way to do it here. So pink is in this thing. So if red and purple and blue, if we all trade here now for several hours, at some point, you know, if purple and I fight or something, and red gets this position, but we're like hours deep and the capital is big, red will have a player behind him, which is actually a good thing. Now, hopefully pink remembers me. But what I'm saying is we could try to do something. Now, purple's idea is to trade with red. Purple could obviously trade with blue, but that's not their idea here. And I just made an expensive kill, so I need to wait like a trade to do anything anyway. So in a way, I have to do whatever purple wants, which I don't love. But it's hard to figure it out. So maybe we do try to fight red with purple? I'm not sure. red is not at a point where he can realistically do anything. Now that I killed the center capper, is there anything that we can do here? What would card blocking red do? It'd force him to trade with pink, and I think pink would just be happy, and then that would create a stalemate. I think we now literally have to wait. I think we literally have to wait until red kills pink. But red should never kill pink, because then he would get most easily blocked on this cap in some endgame. So we got rid of one of the problems, but there was like 3 center cappers, so this game will never progress. Okay. So Alcatraz is still a stalemate. I did my part. I can only do so much. I don't think anybody else is gonna do much. What else can we do? Let's really brainstorm here. So I want this game to progress. That's my only goal. Because sitting here waiting for somebody to lose patience is not the most ideal way to play a game. But I guess we're in a relatively good lobby here. Card blocking red just doesn't make sense. Red helping card block purple? Now there's an idea. Let's offer red an alliance. So I would much rather work with red to card block purple. This would require red to help, because I'd need to avoid red trading with pink, and red would need to help, but red might not want to, because I don't think it makes any strategic sense. I think strategically everybody should just trade here. Red, and if red doesn't want to be my ally, then I think we're stuck. I think red is going to be the bottleneck of progression now. And at this point, I can't do anything. I don't know. Purple and I could fight red, but red's just going to trade with pink. Tricky. What a tricky one. So if we left green on, it wouldn't have helped. It's not like green being here helped change the progression. I guess I should have stayed in here for this situation. If I had stayed in here, or if pink had left me in here, hilariously, if I had stayed in here, I could be trading with pink and we could card block red together. But I think, I don't know. My attempt to solve the problem of red was to let pink have this bonus, but pink slowly took the bonus. So I kind of blame pink. I kind of blame pink. But now I guess we're waiting for red to get big enough to go kill pink. So at some point, red will be big enough to kill pink. But he probably won't. I think Alcatraz is just a stalemate, man. If you get 3 center cappers, I think you just stalemate. Let's think. What could we do? There's just nothing. There's just gonna be nothing. Start setting up blocks here and here, as if red is gonna be like, cool, let's trade in here or something. I don't know. Doesn't seem likely to happen. So red doesn't want to be my ally. I think we should fight the purple player on general grounds. Let me go like this. There is a very small chance that red will interpret this as he should leave a stack right here. He should leave a stack here, and he should trade in this pocket. There's a very small chance that that's what happens. There's also a small chance purple starts trading in here. And anything different, I'm willing to try. So red does not do it. Okay, so red is not going along with my plan, which doesn't shock me, because it might not be that good of a plan. Purple is adding to their bonus up here. Purple might start trading with me. Okay, they do. Okay, let's try this. So red doesn't want to work with my plan. It doesn't make sense to force red to trade with pink, but at least this is like purple doing something with me. So let's give it a go. So I mean, as long as people are doing something, let's try. So red did not want to work with me. He's not accepting an alliance, and he probably doesn't want to fight purple anyway, so I'm not going to press him too hard. But if purple wants to trade with me in here, great. Red probably turns in and hits me in here and whatever. But as long as, I don't know, if purple wants to do something, at least we're doing something. And maybe red and pink will just not get along. But pink is highly incentivized to work with red, because it's their only means of getting a card. Okay, so from now on, we're working with purple. I don't think this is a great play, because I think these two will just trade, and I'll just trade with purple and nothing will happen, but I don't know. Sometimes you never know until you try. So from now on, I just trade with purple. With a turn-in, he can definitely hit some of my stacks and whatever. If red wants to work with me, they should accept my alliance and say attack purple, and I will say yes. That's the thing I was trying to hint to you. But if they don't use alliances, I got a better deal. Let's fight needlessly, and then at some point you got to trade with pink hair. All right, so we're fighting against red because he doesn't want to work with me. I just don't want to do nothing forever. I think that we should attack red, by which I mean I hope that you roll down half of this or something. My guess is you don't, because you're evil in purple. We'll see what purple does. My guess is you don't in any way help roll down the stack that's here. Evil purple player probably makes blue do all of the work. All right, let's see what they come up with. They don't say yes or no. They're probably not. They're gonna let me just fight red. Okay. Let's see what they come up with. Do they actually help? Do they come in with like 20 troops and put it into them? Wow. 20. Okay, 40. Oh, okay, we're doing it here now. Okay, we're doing it here now. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay, thumbs up to that one. Oh, that's perfect. And now this cap stays buried to my noob corner. Oh, I love that a lot. Oh, that's very homey. Okay, cool. We're gonna work with a purple player. That's awesome. I'm literally just gonna put the whole stack here then. And I'm just going to move this 30 over. I could zero down the 44, but 169, it's hard to do better than that. So I'm going to keep a huge giant stack here. So at some point, he's going to need to get cards and trade with pink. This doesn't actually really help progress the game. But sure. Okay, so this works, though. If red doesn't work with pink, then this helps. Okay. So I'm going to leave more than a trade-in. So if he ever wants to get cards over here, he goes into purple or something else. Okay, cool. I guess this is really working. Okay. I'm also going to play a little loose on my capital because that's the way. Ah, ha, ha, here comes pink. Wait, this is working. Oh my god, it's working. Oh my god, it is working. So apparently pink is going to actually try to fight red. They're not going to accept that there's a card block. That's amazing. Okay. I feel like I have enough on cap to defend against purple doing something insane. So purple is actually still fighting red, which is good. We need, if purple and red fight, then the game progresses. One of these guys wins this whole thing, and then we get to the end game. Okay, so red didn't want to work with me. I said, purple, do you want to work with me? And they said yes. Okay, so we're actually progressing a game of Risk. Crazy. I don't think it's ever happened in the history of the game, but it's happening now for the first time ever. So pink is going to let red get cards here, but pink wants to get cards here. Okay. If they stay off cap, you are opening up the red cap, which is obviously a little bit dangerous. So pink is flirting with danger if they don't defend their capital here, because red is on 5 cards and might have an inclination to try to murder you. So we want pink to put just the right number back on cap. Okay. Hopefully that number is literally every single troop. I'm going to put some troops on capital here. Yeah, just purple's getting a little big with it. Purple's, you know, big time cap defender. Weird strat. But we're actually progressing a game. Okay, this game, if I wasn't here, these guys would have played for hours and hours and hours. You know how long this game would have taken? And now purple gets hit because red wants a card over there. Now, if red leaves a stack, hopefully purple does half. Okay, purple, this is your guard. So purple should take and then just give me a card. That's what I'm expecting from purple here. Red is obviously doesn't want to work with pink here. But I guess, yeah, I guess we were giving red no real choice. He had to work with me or else. So purple is going to work with me. They hopefully give me a card, otherwise I got to give red a card. Okay. Oh, genius. So now I have to keep opening up their cap. Oh, they're so genius. Evil purple player. This is very strong play. So now we get cards here, and their cap stays open to my noob corner. So I do have 2 capitals I need to defend. So all we've really done was we let pink get to another trade, potentially prolonging the game a bit. But I figure as long as we got some numbers here, this all should be good. So let's just do something like that. Now these caps are really hard to hit, especially when you're most likely to lose 2x. Like, it's just so incredibly expensive to hit it. You're going to lose 300 troops. It's going to be terrible. So red has to keep trading with pink. And our real hope here is that these two just don't figure it out and they don't get along. Because if they get along and they literally just trade, purple and I can't really progress the game. So these two fighting is what's going to give us some chance of this game actually reaching a conclusion. Because, yeah, I think they should just try. I think red should say, fine, if you don't give me a card, I'm literally just going to trade with pink to infinity. And I'm going to stalemate the game, and I don't even care. But that's not what's happening. So pink to get a card has to keep bringing a bunch of troops up. Okay. So pink is committed to getting cards. Very nice. I'm committed to keeping this massive attack over here on red going. And we'll see how this works out. So yeah, red is choosing not to be friendly with pink. But red is going to keep getting one more card than pink if it keeps going this way. Because every time he gets a card and leaves a stack and pink has to pull out, then he goes back to cap. But then pink opens the cap, and then once the cap is open, pink has to go back. But I think something is going to happen in here. Because at this point, it's basically the only way forward. And we're just like, fine, you guys figure it out. But I think if these guys are both Grandmasters, they just trade. They say, fine, this doesn't work. But I also think if red's a Grandmaster, maybe they somehow can ally me and say, hey, can we fight purple instead, or do we have to do it this way? But this is like a very powerful cap. So like this was long-term a powerful cap. We took him out. Now we got to focus on this guy. Because long-term, it's like next. If purple bots, it might roll my capital hilariously, but not that hilariously for me. So I need enough that if purple ever quits, I don't lose my capital. That is a funny thing to think about. So we will see. Now, when pink gets a card, they either leave it all out, and then they say, red, go ahead and do your worst, or they can go back. I suppose you could leave some number here that you think red would be unwilling to hit. You know, and just put like, you know, even if you have 100 on cap, he might not hit you. If you go all the way back, he always blocks you. So that doesn't always seem to work. Yeah, I'm going to keep loading up here. Because now he's just going to do the thing. He's going to do the thing where he just leaves like 60 troops here. And that's the way it goes. But there's just, oh man. There's limited things to do. Okay, red is going to get a card off of purple. Okay, this is good. Perfect. Oh, he's going to take the bonus. Oh, that's really funny. He's going to take all of these cards, and then he's just going to trade with pink. Oh, he might try to create a trade pocket with purple in here. All right, well, purple is on 5. They need to defend against red in here. You can take the bonus or not, but hopefully they just take the bonus. And then purple leaves a big number, and they do remember to give me a card. Okay, cool. All right, so purple does give me a card, and life is good. So red is going to have to get a thing in here again. Red can't figure it out. These guys are not being friendly. I feel like there's some portion that we're moving in the right direction here. I think we put like 50 here and the rest on a big stack. I actually have like way too many in the noob corner. Probably don't need much more in there. It's such a bad cap in the end game anyway. But that should be fine. Let's see what red does. I'm expecting red to get a card and leave 60 here or whatever he does. Red deeply regrets not immediately working with blue. He keeps hitting purple. This is why I have so many out, so that red doesn't hit me. Purple keeps getting hit by red. Okay, he actually leaves a stack out. I invite you to attack red. And let's see how they decide to do it. So red is trying to break the card block. Purple has a lot of heart and commitment. Now leave more than a trade here. The trades are 150. Leave 180 and he'll never hit your stack again. 150 can hit this, so this is like the wrong numbers. Purple is trying to stay massive on capital. Purple is doing everything they can to stay incredibly strong on cap. I feel like these are the wrong numbers. Trades 150. The red can get a card here. I think they actually need more in there. That's why I'm keeping my stack so strong. It's so that the red always hits purple, because purple never quite leaves the right amount. They're too scared about the cap. But to hit this, you need 800 to 900 troops. You know what I mean? Just to win it, because you're going to lose like 2x. So a cap like this is just, you can never hit it. So I think if we do get to an endgame, the endgame is going to be a lot different, because it used to be you can take like some relatively risky rolls. But that's just like not really the case anymore. You can't take risky rolls, or you just kind of get burnt now, which I think is for games like this. It's probably the new cap thing is probably going to ruin Alcatraz, unfortunately, at least to a degree. A lot of the times you get a game that's, you know, crazy and fast. It requires, you know, people being there to play a crazy fast game, whereas a lot of people enter games and they're like, I'll just take as long as it takes, whatever. I got all the time in the world. I assume most people that play these long games are just like on their phone, and they're like, you know, I just don't want to think. It's the end of the day. I just want to pass a little bit of time, which is obviously, you know, playing the game a little bit differently than I am. I'm playing it, you know, professionally, playing it to try to make some interesting games happen. And I assume most people are just playing for, like, relaxing in the evening, whatever. I'll just try to get cards. But everybody has stayed in this game. I think this is what a high-level lobby of Alcatraz looks like. Because you know, everybody seems to understand the strat. Nobody's bought it out. There was no, like... One player went off cap, so this player maybe was a beginner, but maybe that's it. Everybody else, like, capped in the center. 3 center cappers. You know 3 center cappers is going to stalemate. I could tell from the second this happened. This is why we had to get one off immediately. Also, by doing this, I guess we showed to purple that we know what card blocking is. I feel like it's actually important that people know that you know card blocking. So as soon as people know that you know what a card block is, they know that they can actually work with you, especially with alliances on. So one of the things for red is he's not using alliances. And here I think pink has an interesting strategy. They're going to let red get this card and this card and this card. And then I think they're going to regress, and they're going to try to trade here without opening the red cap. So I think red is going to get 2 more, and then I think pink is going to aggress. Pink is like, why are you not stalemating the game? You know that you should stalemate this one. Why are you not stalemating it? Don't you know how to just stalemate a game, dude? Just trade with me friendly. This is meant to be a stalemate. Alcatraz is a stalemate. How come nobody told red? So somehow this is probably working. There's still a chance that, you know, at some point red and pink find friendship, because it doesn't actually make sense for red to fight pink. Because what would he gain if he eliminated pink from the game? If red eliminated pink from the game and just took all the troops and then got back to his cap, and he was just as strong as he is now, he would already be card blocked and locking in 3rd place. So red fighting pink, in my personal opinion, is playing for 3rd place. When, if you're playing for 1st, I think you should just trade with pink and stalemate the game. And it's up to red. This cap in here, he's the one that has access to both pockets. So red is the player that determines, you know, who gets cards and not. So if anything, maybe in the future, I should always try to cap it in this area, because then I can control both pockets. And then I just get to decide if the game progresses or not. This player has a lot of power. He has access to the pocket with pink and the pocket with the rest of the players. So red kind of dictates what's happening. And if the player that gets to dictates what's happening dictates that it's a, it's a stalemate, then it's a stalemate. And there's like literally nothing you can do on this map. But what I could have done, I guess, was I could have stayed in here. I should have stayed in here and then worked with pink in this situation. I wonder if I would have been able to have done everything that I did. But it's all right. I'm sure pink doesn't like red. Red is going to get 1 card here, and then that's when pink's going to come out. And then I think pink is going to be able to force red to trade with him. I think pink will still find a way to force the stalemate here. Let's red get 1 more card and then pulls out. And then it'll be difficult for red to keep pink blocked, is my guess. But we'll see. Maybe this is where they stack on him when he's on 5 cards. It'll be interesting to see if it works. So let red get another card and then pull out and see if you can trade here. I think that's the way. Or you can just never get a card and let red get 1, 2, 3 cards, maybe 4 cards. But then your red is still stuck trading with you. So even if red maintains the block and pink doesn't try, red goes pop, 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 maybe pop, but then they're going to have to trade here. Pink quitting could work. That'd be cool. Pink quitting would be cool. Doesn't happen here. Okay. Every time we get a trade, we just toss some on everything. Just tossing a lot on, but keeping a pretty huge stack. Might one day be able to go fight red. Seems like a good course of action to me. Red is going to get a card in here. I'm running out of time to play another game for the main channel. Sometimes I play games like this and then I toss them up on the more Vampirechicken channel, but I've been a little bit busy this week with a couple extra things. So I know that this might be a main channel video this week, but hopefully we're illustrating some of the standard problems and how to try to solve them. Because just because Alcatraz has a problem, it's not like we need to never play Alcatraz again. There's still a lot to like. It's Alcatraz. We're still going to have wild games. I have a lot of other attempts at solving this problem, if you think it's a problem. Some people might, there's probably a lot of people enthused. A long professional game. I didn't like that part in the middle where he card blocked the center capper and did all that silly stuff. I didn't like when he stole the noob corner. I didn't like when he messed with the center capper. But this, this is what Risk is really all about. For those though that do think that there is a problem, there are some other solutions, and one of the things that I actually really like is semi-auto in fog. I think that forces you to play for a bonus. I think if you have to pick your cap before red now asking pink for a card is funny. If you don't know where everybody is when you pick your cap, I think people are a lot more adventurous and they pick, they go for a bonus. All right. Would you like to do half of that? I would kindly, you want to do 100? I do 100. What do you say, purple? All right, purple does not. Okay, are we rolling it down? We are. Okay, cool. I'll do as much. You lead the charge. Whatever you do, I will do. 63, you got it. 63 plus 56. Hang on, I'm a very fair guy. 63 plus 56, 119. As you see fit, purple, as you see fit. I will do, wait, but 119, that's too much. Ah, purple did too much. What a noob. All right, I will do the rest. Aha, purple did a little bit more than fair. Perfect. So pink now is going to get a card. I'm going to zero this down all the way to show purple that we're best friends in the entire world. So let's go ahead and just zero this all the way down. You know what? I think I can do a little bit more. It's not easy. Yeah, I think that's fair. I tried my best, and I think that's fair. Did this say a number that was not 100%? Wait, that was a 4 on 1. Did I say like 93%? What was the odds of that 4 on 1? Should be 100%. Maybe it wasn't. All right, so red now knows that if he comes over here, purple and I know the zero out strategy. So that worked out well. So if red ever brings troops on this side, he just loses those troops. So hopefully pink is catching up to red. And now it's pink's turn to get a card here, opening the red capital. With these two fighting, it is a thing. There's also another solution to the stalemate problem in Risk that I've been thinking of. What if the problem is the number of players? I haven't tested it. Maybe this should be a 5-player map. Why not? Maybe the problem is that there's just one too many players. And if there was 5, pink keeps red card blocked. Hilarious. That's the funniest. All right, keeping that guy card blocked is the funniest to me. That's the funniest. I wonder what happens if you do 5 people, because then there's like, I don't know, there's just one less center capper to begin the game. I don't know, does that mess them up? Does that mean like one person gets this, 2 people fight for this, one gets here, somebody tries to go in the center and it doesn't work? I wonder what that means. Pink card blocking red is hilarious. So pink is gonna wait. Pink gets the benefit of the bonus. Pink not trading with red progresses the game at pink's own detriment. This is pink saying, forget you, buddy. It's so funny. Oh, pink's like, I'm gonna make you die. I'm taking you down with me. That's awesome. So pink's not trying to maximize their first place chance. They're trying to actually kill red. That's great. That is great. And this is the problem with red not working with pink. What if pink does exactly this, like, poison play? It's so amazing. Oh, dear. Another thing about the dice change, while I'm thinking about it, well, I got some random thoughts going through my head. Running through my head, running through my head, all the things she said, running through my head, running through my head. When I have all of these troops off cap, it's normally very dangerous, because in some endgame, you know, somebody might just slam into my stack and I might lose an obscene amount. But I think with the new changes, we're at really big numbers. I think it's a lot more even and flat. So purple slamming into a stack like this shouldn't be able to gain massive attackers advantage, which was always the part of endgame strategies. A large part of endgame strategies relied around if somebody has a big stack, you can slam the stack. And you might be able to hit a 600 stack and only lose 300 sometimes. You know, you might get like some obscene rolls. But I don't know. I'm just still getting used to the new dice and how it affects everything. And I'm just, you know, just rambling a little bit cuz what else? Okay. I wonder if pink does this forever. I guess so. All right. So those guys are just dying in there. Oh, every time I turn in, I just toss a couple in. All right, red lets me see. Red, it's a little bit late. It's a little bit late for us to suddenly start working together. What would you like? You want me to see how much you have? Cool. So pink has more troops than red, and they're going to continue to outgenerate. In 1,000 years, pink will be able to kill red and then die right away. Wonder how this is going to all go down. What's nice, the turn order actually is not nice. If pink slams red or something, or red goes here and does something silly, purple does benefit. So honestly, I should probably, theoretically, in whatever position we were in, just never have done anything. Probably it doesn't make any sense for me to attempt to progress a game, but if you're not really progressing the game, what are you even playing for? If you're just mindlessly taking cards and passing, what are you even doing? I'm questioning what I'm even doing right now, but... at least we came up with some sort of idea. So red sitting here is just passively waiting to die. Yeah. At this point, he's just stuck. And he can't do anything. If he brings enough to hit a 300 out, he just dies. So I guess the hope is we get to some endgame with pink on the board, and then pink wants to work with me, but pink might not be a grandmaster. I don't know. Pink probably isn't allied with red. So they probably don't really know what's on red's cap. But I think this is going to work out here. I think at some point pink is going to be able to put enough oomph up here. But I'm always shocked at how, like, 1 or 2 grandmasters, in this case 3 grandmasters, it guarantees a stalemate. The problem with this map is that, you know, if we want to talk about the dirty truth about Alcatraz, it takes like 1 good player to cap in the center to stalemate a game. Because purple, I guess, is good. Purple was playing for a bonus. Purple kind of mildly tricked me a little bit by making me think they might be something other than a grandmaster when clearly they are. So they used a little bit of noob disguise. They were doing a couple double attacks early on. They didn't do what Green did. Green made it very blatantly obvious. If Green had just played a little bit more daring, a double attack here, a double attack there, he probably could have camouflaged, and I would have said, hey, wait, it's hard to tell that dude is a grandmaster. But yeah, just not enough camouflage, obviously. Green, you got to camouflage that you're playing the center cap strategy if you want to hang in a lobby with me. And look at all this fun you're missing. If I know you guys are saying, like, oh, you should probably regret getting Green out now. No, Green would have made this even worse, man. 10 times worse. Without Green, this is it. Our alliance is over. No! No! Dude, General Kaplan. All right, I was just about to give you a card. Just kidding. All right, red. So red had to use alliances a lot earlier. A lot earlier. A lot earlier. So now we're way bigger than him. I guess he was just hopeful that we'd give him a card. But we kind of know he's just a little bit weaker than pink. So we'll keep tabs. Eventually, this guy will die. Pink might die as well. So this is going to be a game where Purple and I just get as big as possible. Okay, Purple and I get really, 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 really big. And then we play whatever happens in here. So buckle in. Sorry that it's a little bit of a long one today, but do have a whole Alcatraz playlist. Most times games go faster, but I also have another problem. We got plenty of time. I'm going to discuss about all the things. I do like to try to post basically every single game that I play. I go through periods of let's farm and give the people what they want, because obviously I know that there's a certain style of video. If we win a flashy game in 20 minutes, more people are going to be interested in it than if we end up, you know, trading cards and passing. So for the most part, we try to flash it up a little bit. But at the same time, there's another part of me that's like, I want to show you everything. The problem is, not everybody is open to the idea of seeing everything. Not everybody wants to watch this. I thank you so much for being here. If you have made it this far, I really do appreciate it. Shows that you're actually, you know, you're really committed to the channel, and you're probably watching every video. If you're watching this one this long, I do appreciate it. And there also is a different group that actually wants, you know, longer games and everything, and this one's for you. Sometimes I play a quick game and they're like, doesn't this guy ever play long games? Yeah, I do. And you know what? Sometimes they get posted. Let's see what happens here. Okay, progress. Oh my god, man bots out. Man gets card blocked for 10 minutes. Doesn't know what to do. Quits. No, he didn't bot out yet. He just took a small break there. But Red had multiple ways of doing this better. Red did not do this perfectly. Red did have good opportunities here to work with Pink. Red could have saved himself here. Red was, I think, theoretically in the best position. If he just traded with Pink, he could have stalemated it. Imagine failing to stalemate a game of Risk. Red could have stalemated this game. He's got to get better at stalemating. It was totally there. The stalemate was totally there. I can't believe he missed it, man. That's crazy. This dude should have easily stalemated this one. He could have just traded with Pink forever and said, you know what? Fine, stalemate. But this is why I offered to Red to help me fight Purple first. I know he only had one turn to see it. He only had one opportunity to see, like, Blue's doing this stuff. But if he was an ally with me then, and I know he knows how to accept alliances, because he did accept an alliance at some point. He offered me an alliance and accepted. He knows how to break alliances. So, like, he has the knowledge to work with me and just never did. But even if he allied me, like, turn one, I would have at some point been able to say, you want to fight Purple instead, or how you want to do it? And maybe it would have somehow worked out for him. I don't know. He still had Pink behind him. Maybe things would have gone different. But Red is on the capital that is preventing the progression of the game. So, like, sometimes you're a target. A lot of the times you just get the God cap and then you wait and everybody else, you know, attacks everybody. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? I believe I've accepted your alliance. Okay. I probably shouldn't, because you're going to say, like, attack Purple or attack... You're going to say do something that I'm not going to do. But I think we're close to this game progressing, man. We're close. Attack my territory if you need to. I don't need to. Why would I? Why would I? I do not need to. If I'm attacking your territory, I'm taking all of it. All right, so Red is getting closer to dead. But again, with these new dice, it used to be you could hit a 579, and sometimes you would only lose 579. But nowadays, you're going to lose over 1,000 hitting that almost every single time. So a part of this, too, is the dice. The dice is not helping Alcatraz. I'm constantly just trying to come up with new ways to make Alcatraz better. These are the settings that I think most people have enjoyed, which is why we're doing them. But it, you know, doesn't always super work, I suppose. Okay. It doesn't always prevent stalemates. It's just like this is a normal occurrence on a map like this. But I feel like it does a better job, because here we're at least able to communicate with Purple and set something up. Without alliances, sometimes these things just literally never end. I guess we're doing all right here. I think Red is going to die next. And then depending on how it happens, this game immediately progresses. I think it most likely is that Red is just going to quit before anybody's actually strong enough to fight him. That's my guess. I don't know, I guess. I feel like that's how it's going to go down. Oh my god, it's that time of day. Oh my gosh. It's the exact time and day of week that my neighbors are mowing the lawn. So I'm going to be dealing with that, but it's not the worst time for them to be mowing the lawn. I don't need maximal concentration here, but I do need to try to make sure I see what genius plan I can come up with next. So depending on how red bots out, this could actually be very bad. I guess the worst case scenario is purple getting this cap and then working with pink or something. I guess that's the worst case scenario. Not sure. Guess we'll see what happens. Red botting out, I think, is most likely. It's just sitting there, he's dying. But it really shows you, you know, the determination of people. Red is going to sit here and try to... Red is in a losing position where he's generating the least. And he's already... Like, it's... Purple and blue already have enough. What is purple doing? Okay, purple buries their capital and doesn't give me a card. That's really weird. Wonder why they did that. I'm a bit shocked. All right. Guess I'm giving red a card. Back red, okay. Weird choice, but okay. They're trying to get me to hit 600 and die because they're purple and they're manipulating. Okay, they want red to have a card? All right, purple has betrayed me. Okay, so we're giving red cards now? Perfect. Perfect. Purple knows how to stalemate the game. We give red cards. Oh, I thought the game was almost... I thought we were almost there. Okay. I thought we were about to progress the game, but thankfully purple was here to stalemate it again. Imagine this guy gets another turn in. So purple intentionally buries their capital. Red is too afraid to take a card. Wait, that's kind of funny. So purple intentionally buries their capital. I don't exactly know why. And they're only aiming at me. So this is purple saying I'm never going to do anything over on this side of the board, I guess. Pink now comes out to take a look. Very strange. Okay, so what is happening here? So red is just getting cards. All right, I guess we'll start putting troops on capitals, because... All right. All right. I guess red's getting cards. I guess the red is trading with pink now. Red is just not taking cards. Weird. What is happening? So I feel betrayed by purple, but I need purple to get a card. Purple's the only one that can give me a card. Yeah, they're not opening my cap, so it's not like they meant for me to go in and, like, kill red. I would have to use this whole stack to kill red. Because I probably do lose almost 100% hitting them. Like, I'm strong enough to kill red, but it's... With the new caps, I'm very afraid. Obviously, purple wants me to go in and do it. The thing is, I can probably work with pink. Unlike, red didn't work with pink. If I can get this cap, I bet I can work with pink. Because... You know what? As soon as we get rid of... As soon as we get rid of red, purple is going to be the next problem to the game progressing, in my opinion. So red is too scared to get a card. I wonder why they don't trade with pink friendly. It feels like that's the play. And then you just dare these guys to do something. Does purple want me to get out of the way? I guess they must. All right. I guess I'm getting out of purple's way and I'm just going on cap. Is purple going to card block me if I do it? I don't really understand what's happening here. So I could try to kill red. Uh-oh. Interesting. Well, I guess we could try to kill red. It's the way to progress the game. The lawnmowers are getting loud, so hang on. I might not be as talkative here for a second. So, man, if I hit it, though, and I lose 1,200 troops, do I just die? Probably. Okay. You know what? I'm not changing a thing. I'm not doing any... I'm just... maybe I'm the worst, but... Gosh, it's so loud. All right. I'm not doing anything. Sorry. This is actually the worst time. Purple suddenly switching it up and giving red cards. It was like literally the worst time. So red here might get a 5th card. If red goes to 5, I mean, we should all try to do something. I was tempted to move this stack like away so that maybe purple wants their capital open. Our alliance is over. Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. Our alliance is over. That is a little bit problematic, possibly. So he does go to 5. He doesn't want me to know what's on his cap, but I already know that I can kill him, obviously. I guess I'll go for it. All right, I guess I'll go for it. I don't love it, but I'll take it and get the trade and whatever. And purple will only be aimed at this, and then pink will be so big. Pink has one chance here to go for it, but they're not doing that. Problem is, what if I kill red, but then pink... Man, I don't know. Purple said go for it. I trust purple players. Yeah. So obviously that. Okay. So I guess I need to put, like, all my troops on here and trade with pink. That's my guess. I get a double trade. That's pretty cool. So maybe I am good. I don't know. I'm probably good. All right, we've taken it. Let's hope that that holds up. So now it's up to me to work with pink or not. The guaranteed way to win is to keep working with purple here for a while. And then, you know, getting pink trapped again and whatever. That's like the guaranteed way to win. Okay. Purple is really stacking heavy on me here. I'm going to work with pink immediately. If pink takes a card and goes back, I'll work with them. I'll just let pink decide if I should work with them or not. If pink wants to be friendly with me, I'll work with them. They're going to keep the stack aimed at me. I'm sorry, but I need to attack your territory. I want you to go back, man. I want you to go back. I don't want you aimed at me. I don't want you aimed at me. Why are you aiming at me? Okay, so pink is staying really, really aimed at me. All right, well, I'm going to turn in and defend. I'm going to try to work with pink. I'm sorry, but I need to attack your territory. I mean that one. I want you to back off. I want you to go back here and trade peacefully with me. So purple will see this as betrayal. Let's see if they have any immediate plans. Let's see if purple comes up with a good plan here. Looks like they're just going to be big cap stacking. So we are going to be able to card block purple. Aha, so they're going to go for this cap. That makes a lot of sense, honestly. Got it. Okay, so purple is going to go for this cap because it gives you access to pink. So maybe I should have brought a whole lot more off. This makes a lot of sense. I think this is a really good play. So we'll see what pink does here. Obviously, we've betrayed purple, so purple should come fight us. I've decided to betray purple because they're like, you go fight red. I mean, a lot of people would be like, why don't you work with purple? But if purple gets this cap, they're going to do exactly what I'm doing to them to me. So the way I could have worked with purple for a very long time until I could, like, guarantee work with pink. That's not enough, though. Even with a trade, that's not enough. And now there's no pressure out here. Okay. Just feels like not enough. All right. I guess purple with a trade is going to slam it. Even if they win it, then I think pink's going to go through. So I guess I'm not that worried. Okay, so they are going to take the roll. So this should give pink the capital. Let's see if pink will work with us or not. Have we been betrayed or no? So the betrayal is if pink goes pop and pop and then just leaves everything here. In which case, I might just full send pink. If they go up and over and then they create an infinite pocket, I think this game just ends. Okay, cool. So they do go for that. Okay, cool. So pink does take this. So that's fine. We've all kind of evened out. Okay. Hopefully purple players are notable for their forgiving ways. But now, I wonder if pink will have some way. Like, pink needs to put a stack over here and we can trade or something. Or we can just slam. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right, that's cool. All right, we can do that. That also works. So my giving my capital to pink at the very beginning may have led to exactly this. Okay, perfect. So I'm not going to do anything offensive to pink. I mean, I have to get a card, so I'm getting a card. I'm going to go all the way up here now. I'm not going to set up some block. And now purple must realize they're in a little bit of a pickle. Nice. All right, we will see. Yeah, they're not going to be strong enough to kill pink here. I think we've gotten ourselves into maybe a good spot. And this is what you want. This is where the game kind of begins. Now we're in a 3-player endgame where we're hoping to use our friendship with pink to full advantage. So we had to mildly betray purple. Mildly, very mildly. But they were, I mean, if I didn't want to betray purple, I should have just not progressed the game. You know what I mean? We got red out to progress the game. It cost us a lot, but pink is hooking us back up. So it's relatively fair. Pink is actually the weakest for now. Plus pink is the easiest card block and whatever. Pink decides to trade with purple instead of me. Okay, guess that's not a great sign. All right, guess that's not a great sign. Hopefully, you know what? Let's do it like this. I think pink will like that the most. I don't know. I think pink thinks it's a bonus game, so let's go break a purple bonus. Who knows if that's the play. It also lets purple get a card here, and we can trade in this pocket if purple wants to work with me. But my guess is we see how this goes without proper diplomacy and whatever. So now pink can keep their capital open if they want to. They are open to my noob corner, but I'm trusting in pink. It'd be insane for them to run and hit my noob corner, but, you know, who knows what's going to happen. They're going to trade with purple for a second turn, it appears. Ideally, I would love them to come back here and trade back here. Yeah, oh my god. Wait, pink is such a homie? Wait, what are they doing? Oh, they're opening me all the way back up so I can go here? Okay. Wonder if pink... All right, purple gets a lot of cards, but okay. So my cap is open. Cool. The way I would like to beat purple is pink leaves a giant stack in here, but that just might not happen. Okay. Let's put this here, I guess. I want pink to put like a big stack in here and then trade with me in this pocket, but I'm not expecting it. I think what's going to happen is pink is going to randomly give people cards, and only purple and I can progress the game. Purple is just keeping cards for now, so they're not trying to retake their bonus. Hopefully pink takes the bonus and tries to defend it. Yeah, let's go, pink. Pink thinks it's a bonus game. They are just trading with purple, which is bad. So this could be interpreted as betrayal. Because I'm trying to not trade with purple, but every turn they do. Gosh, I wish I could somehow go for purple here, but this is 0%, obviously. Just put a couple down there. It probably doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm trying to trade with pink. I know what's going to happen here. We're going to do nothing now for another, like, 30 minutes and then realize, okay, I can't work with pink. I have to work with the guy that knows how to progress the game. This is a common phenomenon. You want to work with somebody, but you're like, there's only one person I can work with, and that person is pink. And then the problem is, because we have a good thing going with Joe the Shadow, if we ever betray them, they always sue into us, because it's like a betrayal that hurts more. You know what I mean? So me ever messing with pink is going to be a betrayal they'll never recover from. Pink doesn't seem to mind that I just have to trade with purple. They don't really care. So, okay. Pink's okay with purple and I trading over here. I guess pink's going to end up getting this bonus and whatever. It's going to be me and purple have to card block pink, and pink's going to slam into me. I can feel it. All right, so pink is going to get themselves card blocked. They've watched this whole game. They know that both of these players know card blocking. It looks like they're going to slowly get this bonus. If they actually want to work with me, pink, I set this all up an hour ago. An hour ago, I gave you this position so that we could beat red. You finally beat red. I gave you all of this so that in this exact position, you would work with me. I was wrong about you. I was wrong about you, Joe. Oh, no, Joe the Shadow. Come on, man. I was so wrong about you, Joe. All of this work, an hour of work to get to this spot, only for pink to trade with purple every single turn. Insane. Yeah, pink's going to be the easy block here soon. Pink is going to get them self-blocked, and I'm just going to have to help purple. Oh my god. All right. Well. All right, I'm not going to set the block yet, but it's pink. You know it's coming. You know it's coming. I think you should attack my territory if you need to in order to attack purple. I really want your help. I really want to work with you to fight this purple player. I really do. I really do. I don't like what's about to happen, Pink. It's about to be over between us, and you don't even see it coming. It's almost over between you and I. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. All right. Well, you know Purple and I know how to defeat people. You have basically one chance here. Oh my gosh. Okay, they're coming in. They're coming in. They're coming in. Now stay here, Pink. Stay here. Okay. I mean, they did something. Okay, they think I mean open the cap or something? I don't know what they think I mean. Okay. Okay. Yes, that works. That works. That works. Oh my god, that works. Okay. Now purple has a lot of cards. Ah, Pink, you genius. Let's go. Okay, Pink, you genius. Okay, we can trade in here. We can trade in here. That's great. Pink does do it. I thought we were about to have to betray Pink. Oh, this is perfect. Now, purple does have about 1,000 cards. I would argue 1,000. They are going to need to break this block, I guess. So they might need to bury their cap and run around and break the block and everything. But that works so well. Okay, Pink is a homie. Pink knows they were just being slow, waiting to see if purple and I slammed each other. But we didn't. Where are you getting your card? Yeah. Right here, the friendly. Let's go. Let's go. Me and Pink. All the way, baby. Me and Joe the Shadow. Purple is going to need to hit this. Okay, and they're setting up a block here already. So what? Let's let purple turn in, and then I can like double block over here for my homie. Oh my gosh, it's gonna work. I will do some. I will help for sure. I'm gonna let purple turn in on 5, and then if there is some way to block, I can do these 2 points right here. They need to get through that stack of Pink. Yeah, well played. And now they create it, so it's who wants to trade with me wins. Oh, they go back. Wild. Imagine going back. I couldn't. Okay, so Pink needs to come back in and work with me. Let's go, Pink. Yes. That's enough. I can clean out the rest. Okay, perfect. Everybody's working with me. It's all coming according to plan. This is perfect. Now, I can't put a block here. If you go here exactly, I can't put a block. But that's all right. I'll just get some card and get out your way. This is perfect. If you put a stack here, I can't get a stack here without giving purple a card. So I guess Pink's going to do all of it on their own. That's amazing. Oh, purple, you're running out. You got a couple cards here. So I think you need to get cards. So Pink is going to have to keep this really strong. Oh, this is going to work. I can't believe it. Oh, my gambits. My giving up this cap gambit, it all paid off. It took a while, but it's all paying off now. Oh, don't. You're blocking, right? That's a block stack? A block stack? Perfect. Initiating block stack. You're going to need another one over here. That's great. But don't. Wait, is this. You're blocking. You're blocking? You're blocking? You're blocking? And then you give me a card. Amazing. Amazing. So this is a block stack? Amazing. All right, so purple has to bury their capital now. I guess I'm turning in. Guess I'm putting all these bad boys right here. And Pink is assuming all of the risk. Whatever happens, Pink assumes all the risk. Because purple is going to need to blast through and hit this in order to get access to this pocket. Okay, Pink has not quite enough. So this keeps working. It keeps working. So purple's going to put a huge stack, and then I get to decide if I help. And I will. All right. So this is getting great. There's going to be a double block stack here. And Pink is willing to do it all. That's amazing. Pink doing it all by themselves is crazy. Because I'd obviously help you. Oh, but I love it. It's all working. So purple's going to get a card here, and then Pink's going to put a stack here. Yep, thank you. Friendly. Yes. I can't believe it all worked. Let's go. Oh, moments like these make all the waiting worth it. The wait. In my mind, it was all worth it. Genius from top to bottom. Everybody here was like a master. It's going to be like, you know, gross. Everybody was a grandmaster and a master. Or they're all intermediates, and this is just a lot of silly stuff. How does purple get out? So I think purple needs to really run through. Ah, they're just leaving some off. Yeah, that's gonna get this guarantees them a card for the next turn. Okay, so purple is doing a good job. One thing, like, I think I need to be here so I can help you fight purple on the outside. But the way pink has done it, they're just taking all of it. They could put enough here. They could pull like a gazillion off. There is something that they could do. There is a way for pink to pull like a gazillion off, but then purple gets a card in here. Purple is going to get a lot more cards, but it looks like they are eventually going to get blocked. And again, I don't know. Trades are 330. Purple needs more off. Okay, they got about 2 trades out there. Okay, so they have this many more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they have these 6, and then they're going to need to look elsewhere. So we'll see if this works out for them. But that's fine. We've been patient. I mean, whatever. What's 6 or 7 more turns? We'll get purple eventually. But I guess our homie has always been pink. And you better not be saying, why is he betraying the purple player? I want to hear comments, okay? It was me and pink the whole time. We were just bigger homies than you could ever imagine. And purple was trying to give red cards at the end. What if red just had a trade on 4, this would have taken forever, right? Like that's insane progression betrayal by purple, right? Like I find myself in these situations and I don't think I'm the crazy one. As far as I'm concerned, purple was trying to give red like another trade in, which would have delayed this game by so many more hours. You know what I mean? Purple putting up a block. Oh my god, they're willing to do everything. Whatever it takes to whittle down. That's amazing. They're going to get a 4 trade and they're going to put it into purple at their own demise. It's amazing. Purple definitely, pink, sorry. I think pink is definitely very happy with 2nd place here. I'm very happy to get 1st. So this might be a deal that works for the both of us. This is great. So I think when pink gets a trade, I bet they just slam it into purple to weaken him. Pink really wants purple to die. Pink's very happy to go full homie. This is amazing. Okay, 6 here, but then like, yeah. Oh my god. Okay, just 19. Okay, that's fair. I thought pink was gonna put a full trade in, and obviously they don't have to, but you could. It's great. It really helps me out a lot. Helps me a lot more than it helps you, so I'm down for it. If you can beat purple to trades, maybe one day you can break them here. All right, let's see how much pink does. Wow, this is incredible. So let's get to know these big rolls. Okay, no, you still get a decent amount of attacker's advantage. Okay. So I haven't seen rolls this big since the dice update, but there is some attacker's advantage. Okay, attacker's advantage is not dead. Whatever the rumors are, attacker's advantage is not dead. Well, that's good to know. All right, if pink has another trade, they might actually block purple, and then maybe purple doesn't have a trade. But we will see how it goes. Yeah. Pink gets a friendly in there, and then slam some into purple, perhaps. Come on, just keep slamming. Oh my god, they're gonna get it. Purple's gonna get blocked, but they're gonna be on 4. So pink really needs a lot here because purple's gonna trade in, and purple's gonna try to trade pink. And then I got to figure out how to not give purple a card. Because purple with a trade is going to get a card here, and they're going to clean pink out. Let's get a 100%er going. Oh, we got to go on 5. If anything, I should actually leave a giant stack right here. I think that's what I need to attack your territory. Yes or no? Go ham? Okay. So let me go here. This is to protect pink against purple, who I think is going to come and try to mess with them. So I'm going to put more than a trade here and leave pink behind me. I think this is actually friendly, and it feels like we got permission. So let me see how that looks. Looks beautiful. All right. And then pink can trade in here. I don't want purple to clean out pink. So pink, you can attack my territory if you need to. I think this works. I think pink will see this as friendly. Because if purple turned in and they got pink out of here, it's hard for me to get pink resituated, if you know what I mean. So I think that this just works. And then obviously purple has to keep hitting pink because I'm the only one that knows you need to put like 1 billion troops on the exterior. So now we're cooking. So pink liked it. Pink's going full homie, so they liked it. Awesome. That's super awesome. Oh, this is amazing. Yeah, it's so good to have the homie game. It's so refreshing. So just like a bajillion here, so purple can't ever turn in and hit me. Purple's going to use all of their stuff to hit pink. And then what is purple going to actually do when they get truly stuck? They can't put troops here because I have too many to zero them down. So they can't get a card here. They're going to have to keep trying to aggress pink. I don't see it going well for purple. Poor purple. We worked with them to kill red. And then we decided to work with pink, and I'm actually so glad. I'm actually so glad. It is working amazingly well. Cool. So we'll see. I mean, I'm about twice as strong as both of these players here now. I'm doing very well on troops. Just removes them all. Oh, purple's not getting another card. Or they're counting on 4 to... Oh, they're hoping that pink breaks their bonus? I don't know what they're doing. All right, they take both cards and they go to 4. All right, we'll see what they do when they get a trade in. Because all of a sudden, purple is blocked. It's tough for pink to defend everything. But I have enough here that even if they get a 355... slamming into me is not very effective. Why do you need 26 in there instead of 4? Nobody knows. Because I could obviously remove you if I wanted to. I don't know what pink's doing, but that's fine. All right, that's fine. Whatever you're doing is really cool with me. As far as I'm concerned, I love it. I'm even going to open up your 24 because I think it's friendlier. In general, like I know it's like the teeniest, tiniest little thing. In general, a lot of people would take a card here to not open the 24. I'm just going to open the 24 because I'm just a friendly homie like that. Purple accepts the block. Oh, God. Okay, now we wait until we can kill purple. Oh, God. They're going to do the fine. I'm going to wait their strat. All right. All right. They're doing the fine. I'm just going to sit here strategy. Oh, my God. That's so evil. So they got to know that we got the endurance, man. This is crazy. Come on. Purple doesn't try. Like so this is what happened with red too, and it's so common. And this, I don't know what you call this strategy, but it's like you're clearly lost, but then instead of attempting to get a card, putting all your troops here or here or here, you know what I mean? Like you actually just accept it as like time loss. So purple is just going to accept the loss of some period of time in a losing position. And I don't know why the human mind does this. But a lot of people are just like, I'm lost. And purple is good. Purple's Master Plus. They're just like, fine, I'm just going to sit here. And I'm going to try to punish you by wasting time. And I don't know that there's a way to actually get rid of this from the game. But purple is definitely a good enough player to know that they're going to die. They're just like, I got 2,000 troops. You guys are going to need like 4,000 just to kill me. But by the time you can kill me... you're not going to want to waste 4,000 troops. Wonder if there's a way to speed things up. Probably not. Maybe I can get purple to sue into me. I don't know. What are the odds? All right. Let's just hit you with a couple of these. Let's just let you know that, like, I don't know. I don't know what the point of that was. Hopefully that, I don't know. I don't know what the point of that move is. Could just try to kill purple and give the win to pink. Like that seems pretty cool. Pink winning this game. I mean, I'm almost all right with it, you know? I'm almost all right with it. But even like with these new dice, I don't even know that I have enough to kill him. Attack purple? Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Let's attack purple. You see a fast way to do it? They're going to hit like 500. Whatever you do, I'll copy it for sure. Okay. So they want to get purple out. I'm going to, you know, I'm thousands of troops up. I'm gonna do some stuff. Okay. What is fair? 500. Okay. Now purple's not dead, but I'll just get rid of 500 to start, and we'll see how that works. All right. I think with pink though, unlike red, pink is using diplomacy, so we can actually speed up the game. Thank goodness pink is like using diplomacy. Now, if they just want second, they can slam into purple. And I think that they do. Oh my gosh. Yeah, here they go. They're going for purple. Oh, awesome. Yeah, pink's going for second. That's awesome. 500 was enough. Nice. Nice. Let's go. Me and pink homies all the way. Let's go. Good game. Well played, everybody. Well played. Ha 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 ha. Well played. We progressed the game and we didn't have to stay here for hours. Let's go. All right. We will be rewarding pink. No ifs, ands, or buts. We will be removing them from here. And then we're not going to be wasting any of pink time. We're going for a world dom. So there you go. There were a lot of center cappers in this one, so sorry that it went long. I mean, this definitely could have been a significantly longer game. Always defend your noob corners, very important in the game of Risk. But thank you to Pink. I mean, we made this where I'm gonna take my original to end the game. Pink, good game to you. Thank you so much for being a homie. And I return to my original a heart. A heart? That's what I get. But you know what? I think this pink player might have actually loved me. There you go. We went full homie and we were able to win a game in 90 minutes. Okay, not too bad. Could have been worse. But look at how many masters? Oh, green was just an expert. It was a triple expert master game. Black was the novice that didn't defend their capital at the beginning. But yeah, pink was a master, so just happy to progress the game. So there you go. Hopefully this explains everything about Alcatraz. And if you want to see more of Alcatraz, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do it every Tuesday, and I will see you guys for the next video.